Jesus, that's loud. Fug. Freaking heck. Don't worry, folks, we'll be getting into the game pretty soon. I just got a bit to take care of first. That being a bit of talking to you guys and finishing up this little bit on my Switch, you know, in Warframe on the Switch. And we are good. Okay, I think that's it. Yeah. Okay, so now I have an hour until that'll be ready. So I should close game and put you to sleep. Little tiny console that pretends to be a big one when it wants to. So, second me stream. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Is this working? Oh, it's working. Hi, look, I got the hat. I got the hat. It's my favorite hat. And my cat is sitting over there on my bed, and she's moving her ears at me every now and then and adjusting herself like, God damn, why is that bastard being so noisy? But I've got the hat. So it's talk time, folks. Listen, your mother and I have decided it's time for you to hear the talk. First of all, welcome to Kalat. This is a game I've had an interest in since I saw it. I saw it a very long time ago. Yes, I sort of, first of all, I know that the premise that the game is based on, I know all about it. Second of all, yes, I will know just a little bit about what's in the game, but it's been so long that since I've seen it that I have a feeling, I won't remember much of anything. Like, maybe a bit. I do remember that it was a massively impressive game, and that it was a game that I wanted even after I'd watched someone else play it through to the end. So that's a pretty good indicator to me, anyway, that we're good. Also, hi, I'm actually visible to you guys now. Because, you know, I was all talking about, oh, I have the hat, and I thought that you guys could see me, but I forgot that OBS Studio doesn't actually do that unless I tell it to. But yeah, cool lot. Anyway, so I want to talk first, and I think the game will let me, but also I know that Sean Bean is going to start talking almost as soon as I start the game, so we will wait. We will wait it out. So the reason that I'm putting this game, I'm thinking that I'm going to turn the LSD stream into this sort of mini-series, which is kind of more about the channel than it is about the games that I play. Which, to be fair, sorry, mixed up my words there. I think a lot of the videos have been that way. No, I think they've usually been the other way around. You know, I usually just sit here and I think about the game a lot. And I talk about the game, and I don't really focus much on my own life or why I'm playing the game that I'm playing. I'm just in the moment, you know? But I think that the last one was a pretty good mix of the two. You know, there were times when I was like, oh, so this is why this is in the game. And then other times I was actually doing a bit more of an addressing the audience and stuff. And no, so this is the second installment. So the first one was Astroneer. Which was sort of symbolic of, you know, how I'm trying to keep things calm and how I'm trying to just let things flow and how I like, you know, mild survival games. Nothing too, like, demanding of the player. Just, you know, they're there and they keep you happy. And they're interesting. I do like exploration games, so that definitely fits those guidelines. So now the second installment is Collat, which is sort of a testament, first of all, still to exploring games, but also to horror games, and, you know, my interest in historical events that are weird and wacky, and Collat definitely, it's based around one of those events. And I'll explain that a bit more once we get into it, and it starts being told to us. But another reason that I'm choosing Colot, it's not just because of the genre of the game and the nature of the game, but it's also because, um, like what the game is. Because this is something that I've never played on the channel before, and it's completely new to me. Well, it's not completely new to me, and that's kind of an important piece of the channel, that some of the games that I play are not new to me. But it's also a symbolism of the fact that I play a lot of games that other people have already moved on from, older games. This one, I can't remember when it came out, but it's been more than 2 years since this game came out. And I still appreciate it. And this is like, I only got this because it came with my Twitch Prime, so that's good on me, I suppose. Free games with Twitch Prime. It's very nice. Um, but either way, I play older games and games that a lot of people have already gotten past. Um, at the beginning of the channel, we played Doom 2K16, and I think that's a really good example of how, I like playing games that I enjoy, not the games that are, the most publicly liked. Anthem nearly crossed that line when I was playing that. I was like that, and I was like, when I first like started getting, I'm like, oh, now this is a new game, so I don't know, and it's made by EA, so I was really sketchy about it. But I think that once I put the money together and I get what I need to get running on that, I will enjoy that game, and it won't just be a case of me playing whatever's new because I think people will enjoy it. It's definitely a case of me wanting the game and me enjoying the game, because I got in, I ran around, I played it a bit, and I've definitely come to enjoy it. I can't play it anymore right now because the demo ended, and the game is, I think it's out. I know that it's still glitchy and some people are still complaining about it, but I'm thinking that the developers are hopefully going to treat it just a little bit more like a beta now. In that they'll be like, updating things and fixing things as they go until like maybe a year from now they'll be done working on the game, or maybe they'll have another update for it or something. But it won't, obviously nothing is going to be quite the same as Warframe, because that one's like a continuous, this is coming out, oh now this is coming out, oh now this is coming out. It's a constantly evolving game. I think that Anthem is going to be, because from what I could see of it, the story played sort of a very, I don't want to say that it was pervasive, like you could still get out and do whatever the hell you wanted, no problem. But it's definitely much more linear, there's only one part of the story. There aren't really all that many side missions to my knowledge. And it's not like, oh, you can replay this part of the story over and over and over again. Maybe you can, but it's not like Warframe's story in that it comes in modules and that there's individual missions that are part of those modules. It's more like the story is just mission to mission to mission to mission to mission. It's not. It's a continuous line. That's what I'm looking for. Warframe, you have a bit of freedom. Once you unlock something, you got a tree of other stuff to get to, and then you get other stuff. And there is a completely linear story through there, but then there are little branches that lead off of that story, and it's very nice. And again, it's modular. So anyway, that's me rambling on about Anthem. The last thing I want to mention here is Switch. Yes, I know this has been like my white whale. I've been trying and trying and trying and figuring out ways that I can possibly stream it. And today, I thought I had it figured. Because you see, I realized, okay, so if I plug my headphones into the Switch when it's in the jack, it cancels out the sound for the recording. So I can't do that. But I have to have my mic in on the box, so I have to have my headphones with me. So then I figured, okay, so what if I take it downstairs, plug it into my TV so that I can hear the audio and the recording has the audio, and I can have my mic in. I just have to sit semi close to the television. And I did. So I hooked it all up. I started recording. I think I got like 2 hours of recording done. And then I saw that the disc had, run out of space. So I was like, oh, okay, I guess that's fair. I'll go up and see how it went. And wouldn't you fucking know it, the sound is still knackered. So for whatever reason, it plays the audio through like two separate channels, and for whatever reason, the mic channel is unbelievably quiet. It's like muffled under everything else, and the other channel is really loud. And I don't mean like, oh, the other one is kind of normal, and then by comparison, the other one is super quiet, or the other way around. No, I mean, one is distinctly loud by itself, and the other one is distinctly quiet by itself. And it's testing my patience. So I have settled on the belief that if I'm going to record that in the future, I will not use my microphone. Because I can handle turning down the volume, but there is no way I can turn up the mic without turning up the sound of the game or turning off the in-sound game. And when I think about what you guys would probably prefer and what would fit with my channel best, not talking is less of an issue than not having in-game sound. I like immersion, and I don't mind being quiet in games. Lord knows there are times when I'm playing games on the channel and I'm just silent. I don't talk. I just sit there and I get things done. I'm almost robotic. So that's the plan. That's what we're doing. So as far as Switch goes, we've reached a plan. We know what we're going to do. We're going to deal with the problems as they've been presented to us. And until I get a different capture card, we at least have a plan for how we're going to deal with this one. So, the chances of me actually going out and getting a new capture card are significantly reduced. I've talked now for about 12 minutes. I'm going to stop. I'm going to start the game. And I'm going to focus a bit on the game and have a bit of talking. Nothing nearly as conversationally dense as what we just went through. So, Colot. I don't know what options it's going to give me, so I think I'm going to leave it as is until I spot something that needs fixing. The place where you collected the note will be marked on the map. Just the note? Is there only one note, or multiple notes?
56 years ago, Russia, the northern Ural Mountains. A group of 9 students of the Ural Polytechnic Institute embarked upon a difficult winter expedition to reach the Otorten mountain. Their journey seemed to progress according to plan. However, on the 7th day of their trip, the weather conditions worsened. They lost their orientation and were forced to set up a camp on the slope of the mountain called Kholat Syakhl. It was their last stop. 3 weeks later in Yekaterinburg, when their families received no word of their success, the first rescue expeditions were sent. On February 25th, 1959, an abandoned encampment was found. The tent was torn down and covered with snow, with all the group's belongings left inside. Further examination revealed it was cut from inside out. The surrounding footprints indicated the crew had fled the tent. They were barefooted. This suggests a frantic escape, characteristic of people scared out of their wits. 2 sets of prints led to a forested area down the slope. The rescue team found an improvised fireplace and 2 bodies. They were lying in but their underwear, with cuts and scratches to their limbs, suggesting they had tried to climb the tree in panic. What could terrify them so much? The next 3 bodies were found scattered a few hundred meters from the first discovery. One of them had suffered a fractured skull, this despite no evidence of a struggle. It took the spring thaw 2 months later to enable the rescue team to find the rest of the victims. The last 4 skiers were found buried in a thick layer of ice and snow. Their autopsies led to even more bizarre findings. All of the bodies had severe internal injuries caused by an undetermined force, similar to that of a serious car accident. No external damage nor bruises were visible, besides a tongue ripped from one victim's mouth and a strange orange skin color. Much speculation arose from these puzzling events. Such theories included attack from the local tribesmen, from an avalanche, or animals. Each theory, however, only served to create more questions. The truth behind this tragic course of events remains unexplained to this day. What really happened? Maybe the answer still waits to be discovered, deep under the snow.
That's a good transition. You went from like the painted drawing, and then all of a sudden you're in the same exact place. I love this. I love the atmosphere in this game. I love the design behind it. I love everything about it. I love snowy nature. Which is why I love the outsides right now. Oh, hi, kitty. Hey. Look yourself on this cat. I don't know if you can even see that, but there you go. If you can, you just did. Let me see. Hey, kind of saw. Anyway, yes, I love. This is a fantastic game just for what it is. Get a map and everything. I actually want to get the official soundtrack for this game, just because this is exactly the type of music that I like listening to when I'm writing. It sort of lends itself to a certain area of creativity. Not necessarily one that I always want to use, but it's useful, because sometimes I will want to. This weird sort of relief, but I'm actually getting these. I don't know anything of this sort. I seem to have a decent amount of ability to climb over obstacles. I'm not sure where I should be going. Which is another thing I absolutely love about this game. Oh, I like that too. So first off, I do leave footprints, but I can't see my body. And I also can't tell what type of shoes I'm wearing. Indiscriminate, non-specific footprints. Oh, this is beautiful. I really hope this doesn't get copyright claimed. At the same time, not like I'm gonna try for any amount of revenue from this. This is definitely more the channel's definitely money. Treat it as such. Okay, people get. How funny would it be if, like, which direction you chose on this fork over here decided what your story would be? Choosing this way because I think there might be a chance that I encounter just a little bit more civilization. It's good. I do like Don't get me wrong, I like the open world that you can get in games, but it's also very nice if the game, first of all, doesn't give you like visible guidance, but it also doesn't, you know, leave you completely on your own. Like, it does actually funnel you where you need to go. Intuitive guidance is even better, like when they put lights above the door that you need to go through, because you don't really notice that right away. But at the same time, like you don't notice that that's actually guiding you, but you do notice that the light is there, so you're inclined to head in that direction. It's clever. I don't like the looks of that this way. Just because I feel like it's sort of off the beaten track. I just missed something. Oh god. Train tracks again. Good, there's very... Oh, no. I hope I do. I like games that are... Well, I mean, you chose this route and don't complain when it doesn't take you the way that you want to go. God, it's so bright. So... me. This is the best atmosphere a game could have. Oh, that's not foreboding at all. This downed tree, which I've undoubtedly, by myself, completely incapable of passing. Boy. These are the trees that I saw through there. Look at this. Oh, this is fun.
Are you coming to me?
Sean, Mr. Bean, Sean Bean, Sir. Listen, sir, I don't... Oh, boy. Oh, we're going into the cave. I think someone's home. Click out again.
In the end, the only thing I saw was a flash. An insufferable burning light. The pain ripping apart my body. I felt it tearing out of my soul. After a while, I was nobody. Nothing. The light went out and I vanished into overwhelming darkness. I welcomed the end with delight. Behind you.
No thanks. I want to be right behind. This is my map. I also get a compass and a journal of some sort. Play with the sounds and music on for better effects. Use your headphones. So you hear that, people? Wear headphones. I think it was free on Steam. I think that's how I got this. Act 2.
you ever tried to hold on to your humanity? When others convince you of being no more than a subject, an object, which they can bend to their will. When they told you that you were a monster that deserved punishment.
Okay.
When you could really not remember your sins. When they took away your loved ones, leaving you to rot in the dark. The problem is that in their darkness, you have never been alone.
That's right in the middle of these things right here. F1. Running is tiring. Pressing the camera set goal for a safer route. You can focus. Look at it. Lighting away the flashlight, become more visible. Oh boy. Observe the environment. Compass. Oh, that is useful. Gain access. You will sometimes have to squeeze through. Okay. So I'm in logbook, diary, reports, articles, survival. What I'm wearing on my head that lets me do this. So what is that over there? Soviet sun, I would guess. Alright, let's go talk to a little totem pole over here. Oh, what a lovely moon. I don't recognize those features. Oh, this looks fun. What else looks fun? Whatever the hell that is. Wish I could get like a proper telescope and look at it. Here we go. Right, I'll need a flashlight right here. Oh my goodness. We get a meteor.
I set out the moment I heard about the incident. I was in the area, so I reported to the unit myself to be automatically assigned to the case. I arrived at Vichy on February the 19th, a couple of days before the Institute's rescue group. While waiting for them, I started asking around to see if anyone from among the locals knew anything about the incident. One of them said he had a hunting cabin in the search region and knew the area very well. I decided to use him as a guide. When the rescue team had finally arrived, I explained to them what the unit's role was in this mission and that all discoveries or observations should be brought to my attention before anyone else's. We established priorities, checked the equipment, and set off right away. It was not until February the 26th we found the tent that I believe belonged to the students. Initial findings show that the people in the tent cut its sidewall and for some reason tried to escape from it in panic. The tracks in the snow led to a forest 1.5 kilometers away. But the trail went cold after 500 meters and we had to carefully search the entire area. This was not a place of any average incident. We had shivers crawling all over our bodies because of the atmosphere surrounding us. I was convinced that something more than just an accident had occurred here. I had the feeling we were dealing with something unnatural.
I just wish this map had like symbols on it that actually indicated which one is C and which one is DH. And we'll figure it out. We'll just wander in circles until we get somewhere interesting. That seems about right. Slowly, but holy cow. Assuming that red is north, because that's usually what people say. The reason that I'm heading south-ish. I would be climbing the mountain right now. Presumably, this is the path that I'm taking right now. That does seem to be along the side of the mountain, so I just have to remember. I see like a bridge or something. I think that's what the eye is. I need to take the left before I get to the bridge. Okay. Well, I'd love to do like a vlog like this, just walking through the nature. Some snowy mountains. Lovely snowy mountain. God, what is that? Oh, that's like a radio tower or something. You see how like it's got like that tower beneath it? Jeez, that seems so alien when you weren't paying attention. Okay, so here's left and right, I think. Yeah, and there's that bridge. So let's assume that for some reason I wanted to head to the radio tower. That would be over this direction. I'd say probably about here. There's something at 6246. 6246. 6247, so that's probably the radio tower. We want to go right here. This one. Okay. That's 54, 62, I think. 61, sorry, whatever. So we want to take the left. Okay. Boy, I love the sound of these wolves. Ah, that's good. I wish the focusing was good. Oh! This wasn't on the map. Well. Oh, joy. I think that's where I'm going. Down there. Let's go to that thing. Yeah, page. Hey, go, reading time. Oh, do I get to read this one? Okay. Mysterious lights above Svabodny Cosmo. Mysterious events in the sky were noted during the night of 4 to 5 July. Witnesses testified that they had seen a bright orange sphere which caught the sky above the city several times, moving chaotically and immediately changing its direction of flight. Nothing stopped and disappeared. Major Kierka, an aviation professional, confirms it's impossible to for any flying object be known to move like that. Military and cosmic personnel answered our questions in a sort of firm way by distancing themselves to the event, informing there was no activity in the area as well as there were no tests. It could have been ball lightning. Alright. Now, assuming that I'm on the correct path. Yes! Okay, that is way in the way that we should expect. Bridge at the next left. Okay, so so I'll have to loop around, I guess. Bridge not working good. That's gotta be planned, though. The need to loop around. Oh, we're not going down there. How long are we going? Okay. 10 minutes over half an hour. That's a thing over there. I bet there's something up there, too. Let's see, what is that? This is like the pit right here. That's the thing I'm looking up there. 65, 62. Like that. There's a 66, 72, which I think we'll go to after this. 66, 72. Yeah, right there. Where that is. That's along the way, so we'll get there. Need to take the next left. Oh! Wait a minute. Okay, I'll paths around here. Just gotta be careful. Dismounting the lift. Alright. Here we go. Nice little campsite. This will help me reorient myself. Alright, new campsite. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Get out of here. I'm heading more or less north. I think I'm heading this way. Okay. Go this way now. Not that way. This way. Oh, that's gonna be something. Oh, sumptuous day. Oh, this is definitely not disturbing. Hey, is that you? Oh! This must be the place that I would and that's getting down into that volcano thing that's due north of here.
We discovered the first bodies by the pine trees. A makeshift campfire suggested they tried to warm up. The bodies were only in underwear. I decided to thoroughly search the area between the tent and the tree line. I discovered the other bodies every few hundred meters apart. The position indicated the victims attempted to return to the tent as fast as they could. This could mean that the threat was gone and the group decided to go back to the tent, or just the opposite. Someone or something appeared from the forest and forced its victims to run. At this point, it is difficult to determine what exactly happened. I have collected small samples from all bodies for further research at the unit's laboratory. I discussed this situation with the rest of the rescue team, and afterwards they focused on the visual inspection of the tent and areas by the trees, and I entered the forest.
Oh, you poor man. Who's this then? Look at this. Someone who died in the based off of wacky shit that's going on. So, something way to the north is very interesting to me right now. I suppose it's trying to point me in that direction. I really want to go over there. Alright, so yeah, there's that one done. Next one, I believe is that 6247. We can actually do that. 247. Weird. That's actually a little bit further away, so I actually want to do something in the 72 range. So that's 66. Alright, we'll do the 66. 71. Okay, so we gotta head back down this path and take the left again. Okay. Well, things all nice and calm now. Take the left if I get the chance. Is that right for my orientation? Wait, it's not. We're gonna take a right. No, that's left. Left. We're gonna take left, and then we're gonna take another left, I think. Yeah. Two lefts. Okay. And then afterwards we'll try and make our way to that Kursk is a closed city in Tomsk Oblast, Russia, located 15 kilometers, northwest of Tomsk, on the right bank of the Tom River, and is in the hands of Rosatom, the Federal Atomic Energy Agency. Founded in 1949, it was known as Piati Postovi. Town status was granted to it in 1956. Combines several nuclear reactors and chemical plants for separation, enrichment, and processing of uranium and plutonium. Maybe that's what that giant radio tower was for. Headquarters of the Russian Research Unit for Natural Phenomena. The unit's activities concern research on occurring natural disasters in Russia. Man, this doesn't feel very natural. Right. So if I'm heading due east. Yeah, that seems right. Damn, and there's a note that I just got, so it's about to right. Saw something glowing up right here. That's promising. Forest. Oh, joy. I like it on top of the mountains much better than down in the forests. Oh. Oh, a cabin. Okay, no. This will be cozy. Nice and cozy. I like that. This one's split. Let's just look at that cabinet. Whoa. I'm just looking at my friend over here. Oh! Oh, Jesus. Okay, goodbye. Bye, sir. I didn't like that. Okay. So I got an achievement for being the runner. Should I have just stayed put? Been a hider instead. This is where I got the note. You know, I'm gonna take the other path. 'Cause maybe that path will take me over that bridge that I saw down there. There's no bridge on the map. Mildly concerning. Oh! 60, 66. 60. Here. 66 east. What? I would have expected myself to be down this way. Unless you're telling me where I can find something else, in which case I might be found. Or there's something else that I just don't know about. Unless it wrote that in. No? It's just I don't like this place much. I liked it before, but I don't want to be chased by things. I just want to have a good boy time. This seems just a little bit better, seems to be. No, never mind. Down in the tree line. It's very dark here. If I go back this way, will it lighten up? Maybe? Yeah! this doesn't seem to go anywhere. Unless there's a 70 something. No. Alright, straight in we go. According to witness evidence, on October 17, 1950, the same altitude as Camp 503 to the west of Garden City, an emanation of unknown forces and source occurred as instant death before he... Oh shit! Motherfucker, I was reading! Jackass. Okay, I think I can hide in this. Better be able. I should have taken the left. There's a page in there. Off the wall. Was. What a jerk. Now leave me alone, sir. I just want to come through here and cause any trouble. Here we go. Whoa there.
For a very long time, I could not come across any travel.
Let's see.
I'm in.
very long time, I could not come across any trail. The tracks came and went as if someone was playing with me, as if the victims were moving. And as soon as I was almost sure I had seen something and I would find something new behind the next tree, the trail suddenly went cold. I had no idea what was going on. Finally, I reached a small meadow. There, I found a bound journal, as if someone left it there on purpose. The journal belonged to the members of the expedition. They wrote down their thoughts and observations. Note, there were also some obscure entries, probably taken down in the dark, concerning the situation they were in. This could shed some new light on the case. I am attaching the journal to this report. We have to control the conduct of the investigation.
I don't know if it's just trying to spook me or what. Okay, I'm gonna keep reading.
For a very long time, I could not come across any trail.
We have to control the conduct of the
tracks came
information.
and went as if someone was playing.
And certain points stop the
The
information.
victims were moving.
Okay. Okay. Death of 42 workers. Body is literally evaporated and only shadows were left as a witness. Incident was sudden and short. Next incident. 14th of March 1953. Then also in the above mentioned solidification effect. The bodies of 12 workers just froze. After autopsy, they were declared dead. Their bodies are still laying intact in central complex. That's not weird in the slightest. Okay. So I think those things are just wandering outside, which I don't like. But I think I'm also on down here, so let me just make sure. 62 would be pretty close. 62, 47. Okay, so we should leave. We should absolutely, definitely leave. So let's see if there's something. 40, 45. 5130. It's a little far in that direction. 43. 哦，I don't have a choice anymore. This is gonna hurt, isn't it? Oh. Back north. invisible, you know? It's gonna put me back in the house. Ay, 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 ay. Can I, like... Oh, we're doing this again? Okay, so maybe not that way. Maybe we should go... Oh, but I don't want to interact with the other. I know exactly that way. Am I safe? I feel good. I feel like we're all good. I feel safe, but I don't know if I am safe. I'm gonna call it I ams for now. This way this time. I'm gonna fall down the cliff like a big old idiot. I'm gonna go that way. That way. Please trip over it. Say howdy do. Our friend who was down here a little while ago. And we're just gonna take our business elsewhere, you know. There's another paper here. Let's say it's over here. Yeah. They seem to be getting closer. This seems to be getting closer. Unless, of course, no. Okay. New idea. Don't listen to anything I say. And yell at me if I seem to be getting ideas on my own. This is, oh, wait. Oh, wait. Wait, maybe. I have no clue. I don't know what I'm looking for. That guy is around here somewhere. Yep. I want to leave. I want to leave. I want them to leave. I don't leave the forest. I feel as though being in the forest is detrimental to my health. It's just me. My brain telling me how scared I am right now. But it's just... It feels like a place that is unhealthy. We got some bad chakra down here, you know? Is it? I leave now. I think this is... This. So, okay, there is a page down this way somewhere. And as much as I've been saying, like, hey, I want to leave the forest, I'm not gonna, because that right there, that seems promising. 58, 71. This is near the page. I like look to my map real quick. 58, 88, 88, 71. Oh! Is that where I am right now? Okay, I'll figure it out. Here we go. Page? Page. Was someone named Page around here? Hello? Is there a bad man? Is there a Batman around here? Wait a minute. I'm back where I started. That's weird. I'm confused. Okay. It's up here. So wait. I go this way. There's no way up. Oh, but I am out of that place. Everything lines up, so I'm not in there anymore. So that's nice. There's a page around foggish clue. Is there another way around here? Maybe I just missed the page. Maybe it's below us. It's a possibility I have to consider because the human brain is not good at filtering up, down, like that. Alright, leap of faith. Here we go. See? I grab this. Exit you. This is not a holy place. If anything, it's not a holy place. That's what my instincts are starting to tell me. Also, this appears to be the way out, if I remember correctly. It's just me. Right, let me out this ways. Nice and calm, like. I'm running on this. I see an enemy. See this? See this? Out of the trees, out of the forest, out of the unhealthiness. Okay? Look. Back on this trail. I feel like maybe there's a way to go that way. Maybe. It'll be my way. I'm gonna try and take a right. If not, then I'll go back to the main campfire site and figure out something from there. Listen, I don't want to stay in this place any longer than I have to. Forests feel like the bad place now that I've gone through that. So this is where I found the one note. I'm here now, I believe. I'm actually going to take this opportunity to read the one that I just got. Oh, it might have been an article. Hold on, I'll recognize it if I saw it. There it is. Bard's Confessions. 72-year-old Anna N., after years of silence, decided to talk about events from her past. She told us is all the time I have for this one. I'm sorry that that last bit was kind of long, and you guys probably already read the thing before I came back, but, you know, life happens, and, that is part of the channel, so, you know, we did a bit of official stream business, but it was mostly the game. But that's still a part of the series, you know, explaining why I do the things that I do on the channel and what to expect on the channel. So this is a good little bit of sampling. It really doesn't matter if one person or 10 people watch these, or if they watch it for 10 minutes or for the whole time. Because either way, it's a good introduction to whether or not they'll enjoy the channel. Whether or not there'll be something on the channel that they will like. Anyway, that's a whole deal. Not one that I'm going to get into right now. Right now, I'm ending the stream with a delicious snack of undeterminate nature, which definitely cannot be understood by the appearance of the indeterminate snack. Point is, bye. That's the point. Bye. Bye.